So in the United States and Australia, it would be illegal for anyone to own as much of the media as Rupert Murdoch does. Can we not take example from that in this country?
Chris
both of those countries are much bigger than us.
What do you think of that? It's true, isn't it? He has a percentage, much higher percentage here than he has in America, for instance, or that anybody has in America.
Well, I mean, the biggest organisation, of course, is the BBC. But, I mean, these are issues that are looked at.
It is true. As Hugh was so elegantly putting it, we are very heavily regulated.
Yeah, and you're still marvellous.
Well, actually, you're not regulated by Ofcom, are you, in the same way?
No, but we're regulated by the government.
OK, go on, Chris Grayling.
But
look,
answer his point.
These issues
it wouldn't be allowed in America.
They've been studied quite carefully by the competition authorities over the years. The Office of Fair Trading looks at them, makes recommendations to government, and the current situation has been accepted under governments of both persuasions.
OK, hold on, Shelley. The woman in the second row from the back, in the middle.
With regards to Murdoch's monopoly, this is why we've got the problem we have now. If we'd never given him the monopoly, if he hadn't had that power, then maybe he wouldn't have been hunting down the politicians.
What monopoly? You mean he shouldn't have been allowed to buy
newspapers? With his percentage of owning the Times, owning News of the World, the Sun. And the other thing I was going to point out is that Hugh Grant had made a really good point. Between the broadsheets and the tabloids, there is a massive difference. The tabloids sensationalise everything. And things seem to get blown out of the water, and it doesn't actually relate to facts.
OK, you don't have to buy them, of course.
No. And that's why
Shelley,
but it's informing the people of Britain, and if you only read The Sun, that's a problem.
OK.
Long ago, I was Minister responsible for monopolies, and it's still the same legislation. A minister has to agree to refer a case to the Monopolies Commission, or nowadays the OFT. In my case, I foolishly referred the Observer Guardian merger. Since that time, no minister of either government has referred any mergers of major newspapers which happen to support them, only of the ones that don't. So you've got to take the ministers out of it. There's got to be a law which is automatic.
Okay.
And just to be fair...
Hold on, John. The man there, in the blue tie, yes, you, sir, in between the other two men.
Millions of people every Sunday used to buy the News of the World. Now there is this story that they've managed to get their stories by bribing people. So should the population of this country not look at themselves and say, why were we buying this trash in the first place?
Douglas Alexander?
But the Information Commissioner's report that Hugh spoke of earlier indicated that there was illegality in terms of hacking across almost all of the newspapers.
Yeah. And do you believe that?
Well, I don't disbelieve what the Information Commissioner
are you thinking
reported.
that other people are going to be up before the beat?
100%.
That's
you,
why.
100%.
When they came to see me from that same Information Commissioner's office, and they showed me Whittemore's notes on me, I said, well, what is this, and who are they working for? And the officer said, well, it looks from his notes like he's working for everyone, pretty much all the British press.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work it out. Just look at the papers and how they've covered the story over the last 2 or 3 days. Most of the tabloids have not gone really heavy on it. There's a reason for that. It's pot and kettle and black.
Yeah, they were
That's the reason.
They were
it's happening.
But they were all at it, Shirley. They were all at it. All the tabloids at it, like
The Times, Dave Hoyes, they wrote a very harsh criticism of the News of the World.
Finally, 3 years after the beginning of the scandal.
Douglas, what I don't quite understand, you've been lobbying to me this evening. Again, going back to when you were in government, this Information Commission's report was produced and available when you were in government. So if you've got concerns about what was happening right across the media, why did you not do something then?
Listen, Chris, if you were this evening saying you accept the case for a judicial-led inquiry that can compel witnesses, I would take that point seriously, but not from you.
All right, stop, everybody.